Tired of endless New Year's resolutions that fizzle out? What if 6 months was all you needed to transform your life forever? In this video, get the exact blueprint to make it happen. Welcome to Audiobook Journey, your go-to for self-improvement masterclasses in audiobook form. Discover 3 game-changing takeaways: how to map your North Star goal, slay energy vampires daily, and ride unstoppable momentum to a new you, all in this 12-chapter sleep success blueprint. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more life hack audiobooks. Use chapter timestamps below to jump in. Let's change everything tonight. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, misty canyon at dawn. The first rays of sun pierce the fog, revealing a path that winds into the unknown. A path you've never taken. Your heart races with a mix of fear and fire. What if this is the moment everything changes? What if you gave yourself just 6 months to rewrite your story? Not years, not tomorrow, but 6 deliberate, unyielding months. Breathe it in. This is your invitation to transformation. Welcome to Give Yourself 6 months to change everything. Let's begin the journey. Chapter 1. The decision that defines you. Imagine this. It's the dead of night, and you're alone in a room that feels too small for the dreams clawing at your chest. The clock ticks past 2 a.m. and your life unfolds before you like a half-written letter, pages filled with regrets, what-ifs, and the quiet ache of days slipping away unnoticed. You've chased the horizon before, haven't you? Those fleeting promises to yourself, whispered in moments of desperation, only to dissolve like mist by morning. But right now, in this breath, something shifts. Feel it. Spark ignites deep within, whispering that 6 months, yes, just 6 deliberate months, could unravel every chain holding you back. This isn't fantasy. This is the raw edge transformation, where ordinary lives fracture into extraordinary ones. Welcome to the first step. Lean in. Your decision awaits. That man in the mirror isn't a stranger. He's you, staring back with eyes heavy from the weight of untapped potential. Let me tell you about Marcus, a shadow of a soul I once knew. He woke every day to the grind of a job that mirrored his existence. Predictable, draining, devoid of fire. 42 years old, with a list of dreams longer than his excuses. One rain-soaked evening, as thunder rattled his windows, Marcus didn't reach for the remote or the bottle. He sat still. He asked himself the question that burns through complacency. What if I gave myself exactly 6 months to become the person I've always hidden from the world? No more waiting for permission, no more someday. Just 6 months of unfiltered commitment. That question wasn't casual. It was a declaration of war on his former self. And here's the truth that will anchor you through this entire journey. Every monumental change in human history began with a single, defiant decision. Not a plan, not a strategy. Those come later, but a decision so visceral, it reshapes your very being. Think of it like the moment a seed cracks open in the dark soil. No fanfare, no audience, just quiet insistence pushing toward light. Your life, right now, teeters on such a precipice. You've felt it before, that pull toward more, drowned out by the noise of obligations and fears. But 6 months reframes everything. It's finite, urgent, achievable. It's the perfect crucible to forge a new reality. Not a lifetime sentence, but a sprint that builds eternal momentum. Pause with me here. Feel the gravity of this. Decisions aren't events. They are identities. When you decide, you don't just choose an action, you choose who you are becoming. Marcus decided that night, and by dawn, his world had tilted. He didn't quit his job outright. No, wisdom tempers boldness, but he drew a line in the sand, For the next 180 days, every choice would serve his rebirth. Sleep became sacred. Distractions vanished. That decision coursed through him like electricity, awakening parts long dormant. Suddenly, mornings held promise instead of dread. His posture straightened, his voice gained edge. One decision, and the dominoes began to fall. Now, let's make this personal, because this audiobook isn't for spectators, it's for warriors, ready to claim their ground. What decision will you etch into your soul today? Not tomorrow, when the coffee's fresh and motivation peaks. Right here, as these words wrap around you, picture it vividly. You standing taller, eyes fierce with purpose. For the next 6 months, you declare silently, I choose growth over comfort, action over apology. Me, unapologetically alive. Say it aloud if you can. Let it vibrate in your chest. This is the foundation stone of everything to come. Without it, the rest is just noise, pretty words floating in the ether. With it, you're unstoppable. But decisions demand honesty, don't they? Marcus faced his first test the very next day. A co-worker dragged him into the usual gripe session about bosses and burnout. Old Marcus would have nodded along, sinking deeper into the muck. New Marcus, he smiled politely and walked away. Not my energy anymore, he thought. That small act reinforced his choice, building neural pathways of strength. Science whispers this truth. Decisions repeated become habits. Habits become character. In 6 months, you'll look back and barely recognize the version of you who hesitated here. You'll see a trail of shed skins, old doubts, lazy routines, fear-cloaked ambitions, all discarded for the armor of resolve. Let this sink deep. The power of your decision lies not in its size, but in its singularity. We've been sold the lie of multitasking our way to greatness, juggling 10 goals like circus pins. Exhausting, isn't it? 6 months invites radical simplicity. One core decision to change everything funnels all your power into a laser beam. Marcus chose to reclaim his health first, because a weak body houses a weaker spirit. He laced up worn sneakers at dawn, pounding pavement while the world slept. Each step echoed his vow. This is mine now. No apps tracking, no gym memberships, just raw intent. By week's end, the fog in his mind lifted, revealing sharper focus, bolder ideas. Emotionally, this decision is a homecoming. You've wandered far, haven't you? Chasing validations that crumble like sandcastles, likes, promotions, approvals from faces that fade. But deep down, a voice cries for authenticity. 6 months silences that external roar, tuning you to your inner compass. Marcus wept on day 3, not from pain, but release. Layers of self-betrayal peeled away, exposing the boy who once dreamed without limits. You have that boy or girl inside too. Your decision revives them. It's tender, this awakening. Fierce, yet fragile. Guard it, nurture it, let it bloom. Reflect on the cost of indecision. It's not neutral, it's erosion. Days bleed into years, and suddenly you're wondering where the fire went. Marcus nearly lost his spark to that thief called procrastination, but he caught it in time. You can too. Right now, commit. Visualize the 6-month marker. You, transformed, radiating quiet power. Friends notice, opportunities gravitate. The mirror reflects a hero. This decision isn't a leap into the void, it's a bridge to that future self, waving you forward. As we stand on this threshold, feel the completeness of this first chapter settling into your bones. You've grasped the essence. Transformation ignites with a decision so profound it redefines your trajectory. Marcus's story mirrors yours, a beacon proving it's possible. You've taken the first step, not in motion but in mindset. Satisfaction washes over you, doesn't it? Yet a quiet hunger stirs, whispering for more. What comes next is the map to turn this spark into a blaze. That map begins with discovering your true north, the unshakable vision that guides every step ahead. Turn the page with me. Chapter 2 awaits, ready to illuminate your path. Chapter 2. Mapping your true north. Picture yourself lost in a boundless desert at twilight, the sun dipping low, casting long shadows that swallow the horizon. Sand shifts beneath your feet, disorienting, endless, much like the chaos of a life adrift, pulled by whims and whispers that lead nowhere. Your throat parches for direction. Your spirit aches for a fixed point in the sky. Then, piercing the dusk, a single star emerges, steady, unblinking. It calls to you, not with words, but with gravity, a promise of home. This is the moment your true north reveals itself, not a vague hope, but a blazing beacon forged in the fire of your deepest longing. Feel its pull now. In these 6 months, this star becomes your compass. Without it, you're wandering. With it, you're destined. You've made the decision. Now comes the map. True north isn't a destination scribbled on a napkin. It's the vivid, soul-stirring vision that aligns every fiber of your being. Let me take you to Lena, a woman whose days blurred into sameness behind a desk stacked with forgotten aspirations. 38, mother of 2, she felt like a passenger in her own life, ferried by routines that dulled her edges. One evening, after tucking her kids in, she dimmed the lights and faced the quiet terror of her reflection. "What would make my heart roar again?" she whispered. No lists, no brainstorming apps, just raw honesty. The answer flooded in: to paint, not as hobby, but as a lifeline to galleries and galleries to the world. That vision crystallized her true north. In 6 months, her first solo exhibit, colors alive on canvas, pulling crowds who felt her story through every stroke. Here's the sacred truth that will guide you. Your true north lives where pain meets passion. It's the intersection of what wounds you deepest and what sets your spirit ablaze. We've been conditioned to chase shiny distractions, bigger paychecks, trendier feeds, louder applause, but those are mirages, evaporating under scrutiny. True north demands excavation. Sit with me in this truth. Close your eyes if you can. Ask, what dream have I buried under layers of practicality? What pursuit would I chase if failure weren't a specter? Lena's answer wasn't comfortable. It meant dusting off paints stored for a decade, sketching in stolen midnight hours. Yet that discomfort signaled proximity to truth. Your North Star emerges from such depths, pulling you from survival to sovereignty. Mapping it requires ritual, not randomness. Lena created hers on a single sheet of paper, illuminated by a flickering candle. Top, the burning why, freedom to create, legacy for her daughters. Middle, sensory details, who she becomes, the smell of turpentine, the hush of opening night, hands trembling with pride. Bottom, the 6-month horizon, milestones like 10 finished pieces, local shows, whispers of opportunity, no fluff, just fire. Yours demands the same, right now, in your mind's eye. Sketch it, make it visceral. See the colors, hear the sounds, taste the triumph. This isn't daydreaming, it's drafting your destiny. 6 months gives it teeth, urgency, sharpens the blade. Emotionally, this mapping is rebirth. Lena's hands shook as she drew that line from now to exhibit night. Tears traced paths down her cheeks, washing away years of muted longing. You know this feeling, the hollow throb of unlived life. True north fills it, not with noise, but with resonance. It's spiritual alchemy, transmuting vague discontent into directed power. Imagine ancient sailors, adrift on ink-black seas, fixing on Polaris to conquer oceans. You're that sailor. Your star isn't distant, it's intimate, woven from your scars and sparks. Honor it, speak to it daily. Guide me true. Feel the alignment settle, like bones finding their sockets. But mapping tests your courage. Distractions howl, endless pings, familiar comforts, the siren call of easy paths. Lena's first week, her phone buzzed with group chats mocking her midlife crisis. She muted them all. This line is sacred, she vowed. Draw yours with that ferocity. Eliminate the fog. Audit your inputs, curate your inputs, let only what serves the star shine through. Science echoes this, your reticular activating system, that brain filter, locks onto what you obsess over. Obsess on true north, and synchronicities swarm like fireflies. Opportunities you never saw materialize. Doubts? They dim against your light. Let this deepen. True north isn't static, it's alive, breathing with your growth. Lena's vision evolved from solo exhibit to a series that touched hearts nationwide. Yours will too, but only if you revisit the map weekly, refining without abandoning. 6 months is your canvas. Paint boldly, picture the midpoint. 3 months in, your first milestone met. Energy electric, synchronicities stacking, friends lean in, inspired by your quiet certainty. The mirror shows eyes alight, posture unbowed. This is the power of direction. It doesn't just move you, it magnetizes the universe to meet you halfway. Reflect on lives without such maps. Scattered efforts, half-hearted hustles, dreams dissolving into what could have been. Not yours. Not anymore. Lena stood at her exhibit's close. Canvases bare, walls echoing applause. Strangers wept at her work, seeing their own unspoken norths. Yours awaits that echo. Claim it. Let it consume you. As this chapter's light settles into your core, feel the completeness. A map unfurled, direction secured. You've not just heard of true north. You've begun charting yours. Satisfaction hums, deep and steady. Yet, the journey beckons further with your star fixed. The next step is forging the daily rituals that make every footfall count. Those rituals await in Chapter 3, ready to turn vision into unbreakable rhythm. Step forward with me. Chapter 3, The Power of the Daily Ritual. Envision ancient forge, deep in mountain shadows, where the blacksmith rises before dawn's first blush. Hammers strike anvil in rhythmic fury, sparks flying like defiant stars, shaping raw iron into blades that never dull. Each blow deliberate, each pause pregnant with intent. No chaos, just sacred repetition, forging unbreakable strength. This is your life now, not scattered strikes, but a daily ritual that tempers your soul over 6 months into something legendary. Feel the heat rising. Your forge awaits. Step inside. The rhythm that builds empires begins with your very next breath. With decision made and North Star blazing, rituals become the heartbeat of transformation. They're not checklists or chores, they're holy ceremonies that wire your nervous system for triumph. Meet Javier, a once frazzled architect whose nights bled into days of creative drought and frayed nerves. 45, buried under blueprints that mocked his stalled dreams. After mapping his north, a thriving studio mentoring young talents, he knew maps alone don't traverse terrain. He needed rails. So Javier sculpted his dawn ritual, 5 minutes of breathwork facing east, a cold plunge that shocked complacency awake, followed by 30 minutes crafting one bold sketch. No snooze buttons, no negotiations. Rain lashed his window, he plunged anyway. That ritual didn't just start his day, it restarted his life. Understand this core revelation. Rituals bypass willpower's fragile gate. Willpower ebbs like tides, strong at dawn, spent by dusk. Rituals, their autopilot divinity, carving grooves in your brain that deepen with every dawn. Neuroplasticity sings this song. Repeated actions rewire you from the inside out. Javier's first week felt like rebellion against his softer self. Lungs burned in the cold water, mind screamed for warmth. But he persisted. By day 10, the plunge craved him. Energy cascaded, ideas flowed freer, meetings commanded respect. Your ritual does the same. It's the invisible architecture holding your 6-month cathedral aloft. Craft yours with precision. Listener, begin intimate. Pair it to your body's dawn cue. Javier's included gratitude etched in a worn journal. Not rote thanks, but visceral recalls of yesterday's gifts, fueling tomorrow's fire. Then movement, not gym grind, but flow that awakens, like Tai Chi sweeps, or bare feet on dew-kissed grass, reconnecting flesh to earth. Seal it with creation, one act toward your north, be it words penned, code debugged, or vision sketched. Keep it under 20 minutes at first, stackable bricks, not boulders. 6 months turns this into granite identity. Imagine month 3, ritual complete before coffee brews, your spirit humming like a tuned string, ready to compose symphony. Emotionally, rituals are lovers' reunions. Javier confessed tears during his first full week, not defeat but joy at reclaiming stolen time. You've lost mornings to scrolls and snoozes, haven't you? Hours pilfered from your becoming. This ritual reclaims them, a tender reclaiming that mends the rift between who you are and who you ache to be. It's spiritual communion, you, the flame, the anvil, the hammer. In those quiet moments, doubts hush. Presence floods in, pure and electric. Feel it now, your breath sinking to this rhythm, heart opening to possibility. Rituals whisper, you are worthy of this devotion. Challenges arise, fierce as forge winds. Javier's family stirred early one morning. Kids clamoring for cartoons, old habits tugged. Just today, he held firm. Ritual first, then play with fuller presence. Yours will test 2 alarms ignored. Fatigue, feigning ally, counter with anchors. Lay clothes out night prior. Phone across the room. A single word on your mirror. Ritual. Track streaks not for ego but evidence. Days compound into destiny. Science affirms. Habit loops cue. Routine reward. Forge neural superhighways. Reward yours simply. Post-ritual sun on face. Favorite brew. Savored slow. 6 month. You're not performing ritual, it performs you. Deepen into the ritual's legacy. Javier's evolved. Breathwork lengthened. Sketches birthed a portfolio that landed his studio. Clients sensed his rhythm steady, inspired. Relationships deepened. His wife mirrored the dawn rite. Their bond ritual forged. Yours ripples outward too. Picture the 6-month vista. Body vital, mind laser sharp, North Star closer by miles. Colleagues envy your quiet command. Loved ones bask in your glow. This isn't discipline, it's devotion blooming into dominion. Lives without rituals drift like smoke. Effortful, ephemeral. Javier's pre-ritual haze birthed nothing lasting. Yours need not. Embrace this power. Tonight, whisper your ritual into being. Let it cradle you to sleep, propel you awake. As this chapter's forge fire warms your resolve, sense its fullness, a rhythm etched, ready to pulse through your days. You've claimed the daily sacred, peace settles, potent and alive. Yet, The path demands more, clearing the underbrush of energy thieves that sabotage your stride. Chapter 4 beckons, sword drawn to slay those vampires. Walk with me into the fray. Chapter 4, slaying the energy vampires. Imagine shadows creeping through your home at midnight. Silent tendrils siphoning light from every corner, lamps dimming, candles guttering, your own breath growing shallow. These aren't ghosts, they're the vampires of your life, feasting on your vitality while you sleepwalk through the drain. Feel their cold grip now, tightening around your dreams, but dawn breaks with a hunter's resolve. You rise, stake in hand, eyes burning with reclamation. In these 6 months, you don't just survive them, you hunt them down one merciless cut at a time. The air thickens with possibility. Your energy, once stolen, surges back. Welcome to the purge. Rituals pulse strong, North Star gleams, yet vampires lurk, sabotaging your stride. They're the thieves disguised as habits, relationships, inputs that leave you hollowed out. Meet Sophia, a vibrant teacher whose classroom commanded awe until exhaustion claimed her spark. 36, mother, mentor. She poured endlessly into others, only to collapse into evenings of numb scrolling and toxic vents with old friends. Her true north, a published book of poetry that healed souls. But vampires feasted, endless parent emails bleeding into nights, news feeds flooding dread, quick chats that stretched into hours of complaint symphonies. Sophia hit bottom one stormy afternoon, staring at blank pages, body leaden. Enough, she growled. The audit began. Here's the unyielding truth. Energy is your sacred currency, finite and fierce. Vampires don't announce themselves, they whisper familiarity. Just one more episode, catch up with so-and-so. But they compound, turning days into deserts. Sophia's audit was ruthless. 3 columns on a stark white page. Drainers doom-scrolling 2 hours daily. Gossip circles. Energy eclipsed. Cluttered inbox pings. Neutral. Work emails post 6 p.m. Fuel solo walks, poetry drafts, herbal tea rituals. No mercy for thieves. She wielded boundaries like blades. Phone to grayscale. Do not disturb from 8 p.m. Polite exits from energy leech convos. Love catching up, but I've got to run. Liberation hit like fresh air after suffocation. Craft your audit tonight, listener. No judgment, just clarity. Track 1 full day. Every interaction, media bite, thought loop. Rate them. Vampire fatigue follows. Neutral, no shift. Nectar, lift arrives. Vampires reveal patterns. Perhaps the co-worker who dumps woes uninvited. The social media echo chamber, amplifying anxiety. Late-night snacks, sparking fog. Slay surgically. Delete apps that hijack dopamine without delivery. Curate feeds to inspiration only. For people, graceful distance. I'm focusing inward these 6 months. Let's reconnect when I'm recharged. Feel the resistance? That's the vampire hissing. Press through. Your energy rebuilds, pure and potent. Emotionally, this slaying is exorcism. Sophia wept, deleting her news app, mourning the informed illusion masking fear addiction. You've clung to these drains too, haven't you? Familiar chains feel like comfort until you taste freedom. Slaying invites grief, then grace, a spiritual cleansing where you honor your past self-survival tactics, then release them. Picture your aura expanding, golden light repelling shadows. Relationships transform. True allies respect boundaries, drawn to your renewed fire. Loved ones mirror it, conversations deepening from surface gripes to soul shares. This is intimacy reborn. Trials sharpen the blade. Sophia's best friend called the purge selfish. Old loyalty tugged. She stood firm. Protecting my light protects us all. Yours will test, invites declined, habits, howling back. Anchor with proof, log energy pre and post slay. Mornings brighter, afternoons electric. Science nods, cortisol spikes from toxicity erode telomeres. Hastening age, pruning restores resilience. 6 month, you're a fortress, energy sovereign. Envision the harvest. Sophia's reclaimed hours birthed poems that publishers chased. Her classroom reignited, kids sensed her vitality. Learning soared, body lightened, sleep deepened, creativity cascaded. Vampires slain, her North Star blazed unchecked. Yours promises the same. Collaborations magnetize, ideas ignite unbidden, presence commands rooms, no longer prey, you're predator of your power. Wanderers feed vampires unwittingly, dimming eternally. Sophia nearly joined them. Choose dominion. Audit now. Stake. As this chapter's purge courses through you, feel its wholeness, energy reclaimed, shadows scattered. You've armed for the fight, fulfillment roots deep. Yet victory demands focus, one sacred priority amid the noise. Chapter 5 rises, teaching ruthless choice. Advance with me, blade, still warm. Chapter 5. The art of ruthless prioritization. Stand atop a jagged mountain peak at storm's edge, wind howling like 1,000 voices clamoring for your attention. Below, a labyrinth of paths twists into fog, each promising glory, each demanding your feet. Your heart pounds as you realize you can't take them all. One wrong turn, and the summit slips away forever. But then, clarity cuts through. A single trail, golden and true, winds upward, unerring. Rip your focus like a lifeline. In these 6 months, prioritization isn't choice, it's salvation. Feel the storm rage. Choose. The world quiets for those who dare to pick one. Vampires slain, rituals humming, energy flows pure, yet without ruthless prioritization, it scatters like leaves in gale. This art wields the blade of discernment, slicing 10 desires down to the one that topples empires. Enter Theo, a software engineer whose code once innovated, now drowned in side quests. 39, single dad, his North Star burned bright. A breakthrough app revolutionizing remote work for parents like him. But life piled on. Gym memberships, language apps, networking events, side blogs, all good, starving the great. Week 3 of his 6 months, Theo stared at a calendar choked with color-coded chaos. Exhaustion whispered defeat. Then fury rose. One life, one shot. He grabbed scissors, metaphorically shredding all but one. Grasp this fierce wisdom. Prioritization obeys the law of the vital few. 80% of your harvests spring from 20% of seeds. Scatter your water, and nothing thrives. Theo's ritual became sacred surgery. List every goal clawing for time. Rank by leverage. Does it domino into your North Star? His app did. Spanish fluency. Not yet. Blogs. Later. He burned the list. Ashes in a bowl, declaring, app only. Everything serves it. Mornings, code blocks unbroken. Afternoons, parent forums for insights. Evenings, family first. Fueling his why. No more balanced mediocrity. Ruthless meant emails triaged in 5 minutes. Invites declined with priorities locked in. Rain check. Freedom emerged. Intoxicating. Design your blade tonight. Theo's method, the hell yes or no filter. Scan commitments through this lens. Hell yes, ignites fire. No gets exiled. Your app, your art, your outreach. Whatever crowns your north, block it first in your calendar. Treating it as oxygen, fill gaps with servants. reading that sharpens code, walks that spark ideas, say no like a poet. Grateful for the ask, but my canvas fills differently now. Resistance builds muscle. Theo's boss pitched overtime. He countered, app prototype in 3 weeks. Watch productivity soar. Boldness begets respect. Emotionally, this art is crucifixion and resurrection. Theo mourned shelved dreams, chest tight with loss. Am I abandoning parts of me? Nights ached with phantom pulls, yet dawn brought peace. Focus as love, not loss. You've juggled too, haven't you? Hands full of shiny nothings, soul starved. Prioritization feeds it, a spiritual fast cleansing the palate for feast. Imagine your essence condensing, potent as aged whiskey. Every drop intentional. Loved ones feel it first. Your presence undivided. Conversations piercing souls. This is intimacy sharpened to a point. Storms test the chooser. Theo's app crashed mid-month. Bugs mocking his singularity. Multitaskers sneered. Diversify. He doubled down, debugging till breakthrough. Yours tempts 2 shiny opportunities, FOMO fangs. Anchor with visualization. 6 months out, app launched. Lives eased. Your name synonymous with impact. Metrics prove it. Flow states triple output when undiluted. Brain scans glow, dopamine surges in monofocus. Leverage compounds. 1 polished skill eclipses 10 half-learned. Behold, the vista. Theo's app beta drew investors by month 5. Parents raving. Body honed from purposeful movement. Mind crystalline, relationships magnetized. Friends admired his orbit. Collaborators joined the mission. No longer scattered. He steered his destiny. Yours mirrors opportunities cascade. Aligned to your one. Legacy whispers depth. Over breath. Births, immortality. The scattered chase, shadows. Forever grasping. Theo nearly did. Claim singularity. Cut deep. As prioritization's edge owns your spirit. Wholeness descends. Purpose, laser pure. You've mastered the art. Quiet power thrums, yet true power blooms in fire, embracing discomfort as ally, not enemy. Chapter 6 calls, Flames Leaping. Enter the forge with me. Chapter 6. Embracing the fire of discomfort. Plunge into a roaring bonfire's heart, flames licking your skin, heat searing flesh to reveal muscle beneath pain, sharp as revelation, yet birthing diamonds from coal. You don't flee, you lean closer, sweat-streaked, eyes fierce as weakness chars away. This blaze isn't enemy, it's sculptor, stripping illusions to unveil your raw power. Feel the burn now, intimate and alive. In these 6 months, discomfort isn't ordeal, it's oracle, whispering secrets of strength, only the brave heed. The fire calls, will you dance within it? Your metamorphosis demands it. Priorities locked, energy sovereign, yet plateaus loom without fire's kiss. Discomfort is growth's forge, where comfort's chains melt into wings. Behold Kira, a once timid marketer whose presentations quivered like leaves. 34. Overlooked in meetings, her North Star pulsed. Lead a TED-style talk that shifted careers. Month 2. Rituals firm, she scheduled her first pitch to execs. Voice cracking, palms slick, words tumbling into silence. Rejection stung like embers. She curled fetal that night, sobs racking. Dawn broke with defiance. Again, fire embraced, not evaded. Seize this eternal truth. Every mastery marinates in discomfort's broth. Muscles tear to rebuild, skills falter to flourish, souls crack to expand. Comfort cradles stagnation, cozy tombs for unlived dreams. Kira mapped her inferno, weekly pitches to strangers via video. each rawer than last, heart-hammered pre-record playback mocked flaws. Yet each scorch refined, pauses purposeful, stories magnetic. By week 8, execs nodded, opportunities ignited. Your fire waits naming public speaking that terrifies, workouts defying lungs, outreach to idols whose silence wounds, chase it deliberately. 6 months accelerates discomfort, dose daily builds tolerance, turning agony to ally. Ignite yours with intention, Kira's blueprint. Scale the flame. Start ember small. Cold calls to 5 prospects. Bodyweight squats till quiver. Log the blaze. Sweat at minute 12, doubt peaked at rejection 3. Pushed through. Reward not escape, but reflection. Journal the phoenix rising. Science illuminates. Hormesis, measured stress. Sparks, adaptation. Mitochondria, multiplying. Resilience compounding. Brain forges grit, circuits. Endorphins, crown persistence. Emotionally, it's baptism. Kira confessed terror's thrill post-pitch, aliveness flooding veins, fear transmuted to fuel. You've armored against this fire too, haven't you? Numbing edges with distractions, soul smoldering untended. Embrace cracks, light through, vulnerabilities glow. Spiritual depths unfold here. Discomfort strips ego's facade, revealing the eternal self. Unscathed, infinite. Ancient mystics fasted in deserts. Warriors sparred bloodied. You enter modern rites. Conversations piercing pride. Failures paraded unashamed. Kira's breakthrough pitch. She shared a career flop on stage. Audience leaning in. Connected. Fire forges authenticity. Drawing tribes who mirror your blaze. Relationships evolves. Superficial bonds flicker out. True kin stoke higher flames. Intimacy deepens in shared vulnerability. Partners witness your forge. Loving the warrior emerging. Tempests rage mid-embrace. Kira's month 3 pitch bombed publicly. Peers snickered online. Abyss beckoned. Quit. She revisited North Star. Visualized talks ripple. One life shifted. Dove back. Flames hotter. Yours tempt retreat. Sore muscles screaming. Doors slamming. Anchor with witnesses. Voice note to ally post-fire. Survived the burn. Metrics mount. Pitch scores climbing. Endurance stretching. 6 months. Discomfort craves you. You wield it like breath. Gaze at the forge's fruit. Kira's TED Talk went viral by month 6. Bookings cascading. Legacy etched. Body chiseled. Confidence radiated. Strangers sought her light. No longer timid, she illuminated paths. Yours beckons, plateaus shattered. Capabilities unveiled, world bending to your heat. Comfort slaves wither unseen. Kira nearly did. Choose fire. Burn bright. As this chapter's embers warm your core, wholeness emerges, discomfort embraced, strength forged. You've danced in flames. Power settles profound. Yet solo flames fade. True infernos rage communal. Chapter 7 gathers your invisible army. Join them with Chapter 7 building your invisible army. Visualize a lone wolf silhouetted against a starlit ridge, howl piercing the night. Then shadows stir, pack emerging from mist, eyes aglow, forming unbreakable phalanx. No longer solitary hunter, but force multiplied, instinct synced, prey falling swift. Feel the shift. Isolation's chill yields to brotherhood's warmth, power surging through shared veins. This is your army forming now, unseen allies rising to amplify your 6-month siege. Not crowds, but chosen few. Your invisible legion, hear their distant calls. You're not alone, summon them. The pack awaits your signal. Fire embraced. Priorities honed, yet warriors falter without tribe. Your invisible army isn't network fluff, it's sacred circle of mirrors, challenges, lifelines accelerating ascent. Meet Ronan, a freelance writer, whose words once whispered, starved in echo chamber of solo toil. 37, North Star fierce, best-selling memoir healing broken men. Month 4, discomfort scorched yet progress plateaued. Self-doubts whisper louder in silence. He reached out. 3 souls hand-picked, a grizzled editor mentor from past workshops, peer writer battling parallel fires, online accountability brother, met in niche forums, virtual roundtable born weekly video firesides, raw shares, brutal feedback, isolation shattered, momentum roared. Embrace this profound revelation. Humans thrive in relational crucibles. Solo seeds sprout weak, communal soil yields forests. Ronan's army operated by covenant, total candor, no sugarcoats. Mentor dissected chapters. This drags cut mercy. Peer swapped manuscript, vulnerabilities bared. Brother tracked word counts, texting dawn nudges. Your fire today, no judgment, just elevation. Vulnerability bonded them. Stories of rock bottoms forged steel trust. Your army demands this. Seek mirrors reflecting your north. Voices sharper than yours. Hearts aligned in pursuit. 6 months compresses years. Collective insight catapults. Assemble yours with discernment. Ronan's blueprint. 3 pillars. Pillar 1. Sage guide. Email that admired expert. Your work shifted me. 6 months to mine advice. Pillar 2 equals forum post or LinkedIn call fellow warriors chasing north. Weekly syncs. Pillar 3 mirror intimate friend or stranger drawn to your blaze. Pledging mutual rise. Platforms abound. Discord tribes, mastermind apps, quiet coffees. First call sets tone. Share your north. Rules. Honesty. Absolute. Confidentiality eternal. Logistics simple. 45-minute Zooms. Shared docs for progress logs. Feel the gravity alone you crawl. Allied. Use. Emotionally this building is soul-weaving. Ronan's first share cracked him open. Tears, as mentor named buried pains in his draft. Shame burned, then freed. You've hidden too, haven't you? Armor heavy, triumphs muted, stumbles solitary. Army dissolves it, witnessed. You're potent. Spiritual synergy unfolds, energies entwine, lifting all. Picture fireside glow. Laughter piercing fears, silences heavy with understanding. Relationships transcend, spouses join peripherally, inspired, children sense father's light multiplied. This is love weaponized for growth. Storms assail the circle. Ronan's peer ghosted week 6. Life imploding. Temptation. Carry alone. They rallied. Double calls, grace extended. Yours tests loyalty. Flaky flakes, mismatched vibes. Prune ruthlessly. 1 miss. Warning. 2. Release. Anchor with rituals. Pre-call intentions. Post-gratitude notes. Metrics multiply. Ronan's output doubled. Drafts polished thrice faster. Neuroscience affirms. Mirror neurons fire in sync. Oxytocin bonds. Resilience. Collective brains outpace solos. Survey the legion's might. Ronan's memoir query landed agent by month 5. Army toasting via screen. Voice steadied. Network expanded organically. Pod invites flowed. Body energized from shared runs logged. No longer echo. He echoed worldwide. Yours promises legions, breakthroughs collective, celebrations amplified, North Star shared blaze. Hermits harvest sparingly. Ronan teetered there. Forge your phalanx. Call tonight. As this chapter's bonds tighten your spirit, completeness dawns. Army assembled. Solo no more. Strength communal. Alive. Fulfillment pulses shared. Yet fire without wisdom sputters. Reflection turns embers to beacons. Chapter 8, Gleam's journal open. Reflect with me. Chapter 8, The Alchemy of Reflection. Step into a tranquil mountain lake at twilight. Waters still as mirrored glass, reflecting stars unborn and peaks eternal. Your face gazing back, not as stranger, but sage. Dip a hand, ripples spread, revealing hidden currents beneath calm surface. This is reflection's gift, not passive stare, but active alchemy, turning raw days into golden wisdom. Feel the cool embrace now, truths rising unbidden. In these 6 months, without this mirror, motion blinds. With it every step evolves you. The lake calls. Immerse. Your deeper self surfaces. Army rallied, fires dance through, yet unchecked strides stumble in dark. Reflection transmutes experience into mastery, distilling chaos into clarity. Witness Elena, a budding entrepreneur whose e-commerce venture sparked mid-journey, 41. Divorced, North Star vivid, scalable store empowering women artisans. Month 4, sales ticked up. Army cheered, yet plateaus gnawed, tweaks misfired. Nights ended in scrolls, not scrutiny. Breaking point, a botched launch. Refunds piling. She lit a single candle, pulled her leather journal. What ignited? What imploded? Tomorrow's forge. Pages filled, patterns emerged over stock errors. Add blind spots. Alchemy began, failures to fuel. Claim this luminous truth. Reflection is the philosopher's stone of souls. Action alone spins wheels. Reflection refines gold from grit. Elena's right. Nightly vigil. 10 minutes pre-bed. 3 probes. Triumphs 1 win savored deep. Fractures. Pain named without shame. Pivots 1 tweak sworn. No fluff. Bullet truths only. Week 1. Email sequence converted 12%. Ignored mobile glitches lost 30%. Tomorrow test responsive. Brutal honesty alchemized regret to rocket. Your right mirrors. End days not collapsing, but convening with self. Pen or voice note capture before sleep seals. 6 months accelerates weekly reviews. Compound insights. Quarterly audits realign north. Forge your vessel with reverence. Elena layered depth. Morning echo. Reread prior night. Set intention. Carry yesterday's gold. Visual anchors. Photos of wins pinned. Fractures as lessons etched. Tools simple. Journal quadrants. Fire. Fuels. Fog. Confuses. Forge actions. Science whispers potency. Deliberate review boosts retention 90%. Myelin sheaths thicken for swift execution. Emotionally, it's reckoning with grace. Elena's first fracture entry shook her, admitting hubris in scaling too fast. Tears purified, self-compassion bloomed. You've rushed unreflected too, haven't you? Cycles repeating, wisdom wasted. Reflection halts them, a spiritual sacrament where ego yields to evolution. Intimacy deepens. In this quiet. Elena shared entries with Army Select, vulnerability echoed back, refined. Spouses sense it, your presence wiser, conflicts dissolved, pre-escalation. Children inherit modeled growth, not perfection. Picture the right's rhythm, candle flicker, pen scratching truths, breath steadying chaos. Doubt surface. Too tired. Tomorrow. Counter. Bedside station ready. Alarm labeled sage. Summons. Track alchemy's arc. Month 1. Surface scans. Month 3. Pattern prophecies. 6. Prescience. Trials. Temper the mirror. Elena's month 5. Army silence during dip. Journal screamed abandoning, reflection revealed. Self-reliance gap. Pivot, solo intensives. Yours fogs too busy illusions perfection paralysis, shatter with prompts. What evaded notice? bold truth. Metrics manifest, sales tripled, post-pivots, decisions intuitive. Neuroscience crowns it. Prefrontal cortex sharpens, emotional regulation soars. Envision the alchemist's bounty. Elena's store scaled globally by Horizon, artisans thriving. TED invite sealed, mind luminous, body attuned from stress, shed rights. Relationships prophetic, partners anticipated needs. No longer reactor, she orchestrated symphonies. Yours gleams, foresight, as superpower. Synchronicities, orchestrated, unreflected lives, loop eternally. Elena skirted that maze. Claim your stone, reflect tonight. As reflections waters still in your soul, wholeness crystallizes, wisdom harvested, path illuminated. You've alchemized the now, serenity profound. Yet gold demands motion, momentum's wave to carry you surging. Chapter 9 swells, tide rising. Ride it with me. Chapter 9, mastering the momentum wave. Catch the ocean's first swell at pre-dawn, board slicing silk water, horizon swallowing stars as you rise, wave building beneath, muscles taut, world blurring to pure velocity. One push forward births the next. Speed compounding, salt spray baptizing your roar. This isn't chance, it's mastery, riding forces that carry mortals to gods. Feel the surge now, intimate and immense. In these 6 months, momentum isn't luck, it's wave you summon, harness, surf to shores undraped. The tide lifts, paddle hard, your crest awaits. Reflections alchemized, army steadfast, yet plateaus lurk without momentum's magic. This wave turns whispers to tempests, small strokes to symphonies. Greet Amir, a graphic designer whose portfolio gathered dust amid corporate chains. 32, North Star sharp, signature style gracing global brands. Month 4 climax, first client win from cold outreach, a logo tweak earning praise. He could have basked. Instead, ritual evolved, immediate next action logged, pitch 3 more by noon, win-fueled outreach, feedback refined, style. Wave crested, second gig, referrals cascaded. By weekend, inbox overflowed, momentum captured, snowballed. Unlock this cosmic secret. Momentum obeys inertia's law. Initiated motion begets acceleration. Micro victories ignite dopamine cascades. Brain craving continuation. Amir's mastery. Victory vaults. Each close triggered triple ritual. Celebrate visceral fist pump. Victory yell. Document. Logo V2 20% conversion lift. Chain immediate win. Email template from this feedback. No pauses for plaudits. Flow sustained. Your vaults build likewise. Finish chapter. Outline next. Run mile. Log pace. Plan tomorrow's route. 6 months warps time. Week 1. Labored steps. Month 3. Effortless glides. Waves stack, pulling universe into alignment. Command yours with ferocity. Amir's arsenal, momentum board, wall of Polaroids. Day 47, client 5, style tweak viral. Visual proof silences inertia. Daily audit. Yesterday's wave extend or restart. Tools amplify. Streak apps ticking fire. Voice memos capturing mid-surge insights. Science surges proof. Compound interest of habits. 1% daily yields 37 dives yearly. Neurochemistry aligns. Basal ganglia automates chains. Prefrontal freeze for vision. Emotionally, it's rapture. Amir chased highs. Post first win. Aliveness electric. Doubts drowned in whoosh. You've starved this wave too, haven't you? Stops after sparks. Potential beached. Mastery reclaims ecstasy. Soul surfing endless crests. Spiritual undercurrents. propel deeper. Momentum mirrors universal flow, rivers carving canyons, stars birthing galaxies. A mere sent synchronicity. Post-surge collaborators appeared unbidden. Your wave attunes you, intuition sharpens, opportunities crest predictably, relationships ride it. Partners amplify celebrations, amplifying bonds, children witness, daddy's on a roll. Picture the board filling month 2. Modest stacks, 5 towering cascades. Resistance crests 2 weekend lulls. Good enough sirens, shatter pre-bed wave extender action cued, anchor allies, army cheers streaks. Accountability doubles velocity, tempests crash waves. Amir's month 5, client ghosted mid-project, wave stuttered. Abyss loomed, broken, reflection recalled, restart micro single sketch shared publicly. Applause rebuilt swell, yours crashes rejections piling, energy ebbs, reinitiate tiny, 1 email 1 rep, metrics mount, gigs quadrupled, style iconic, neuroscience nods, resilience rebounds stronger post-dip. Harvest the ocean's gift. Amir's brand commanded premiums by Horizon, retreats booked for mastery shares, body surf toned from sustained vigor, mind oceanic, ideas endless. Legacy swelled, mentees rode his waves, yours swells, plateaus obsolete, reality reshaping to rhythm. Stalled souls beach eternally. Amir nearly did. Summon your swell, paddle now. As momentum's tide fills your veins, completeness crashes home. Wave mastered, velocity yours, exhilaration pure. Yet waves meet shadows, doubt's undertow pulling even surfers under. Chapter 10. Surfaces, sword drawn. Face it with me. Chapter 10. Facing the shadow of doubt. Descend into a cavern's throat at midnight. Torch flickering against walls that pulse like living doubt. Whispers echoing from crevices. Turn back, unworthy. Shadows twisting into familiar faces mocking your stride. Heart thunders, flame wavers. Yet you press deeper, light piercing gloom to reveal veins of quartz, gleaming defiant. This abyss isn't end, it's confrontation, where doubt's illusion shatters on truth's anvil. Feel the chill grip now, then burn it away. In these 6 months, shadows stalk every warrior, face them unflinching, and emerge luminous. The torch steadies in your hand. Advance. Your light conquers. Momentum surges, reflections gleam, yet doubt ambushes like midnight thief, stealing conviction mid-stride. This shadow isn't weakness. It's the guardian testing your throne. Encounter Nadia, a wellness coach whose sessions once healed, now faltering under her North Star's weight. Global online academy empowering thousands. Month 5 peak. Enrollments soared, wave cresting. Then crash. Prospect email chain silent. Army peer shared bigger wins. Week 22. Mirror lied. Imposter. Who are you to scale souls? Bed unmade, run skipped, journal blank. Shadow engulfed, dawn cracked her armor. Name it, fight it, grasp this shadowed wisdom. Doubt thrives in darkness, starves on evidence. Its neural echo of old survivals, protecting from falls by halting climbs. Nadia's reclamation doubt docket. Page torn fresh, voice it raw, fear of flopping publicly, smaller than peers. Column 2, proofs amassed, client testimonials pinned. You saved my marriage, revenue logs tripling, army notes, your voice cuts deepest. Refutation column, flops forge expertise, scale serves mission. Read aloud thrice daily, mirror stare unbroken. Shadow shrank, clarity roared, your docket forms tonight. Capture whispers unfiltered, counter with arsenal built these months. 6 months arms you early proofs, seed late battles, wield antidotes with precision. Nadia's triad, body first, doubt poisons motion. So force dawn walks, breath sinking to proofs. Recited, mind second, visualization duels, eyes closed, shadow personified as frail spectre, you towering, proofs as arrows, felling it, spirit third, gratitude inversion. This doubt proves I'm stretching limits. Army integrates, weekly shadow shares, collective swords drawn, science unveils, cognitive reframing, rewires, amygdala, cortisol dips, prefrontal truth prevails. Emotionally, it's vigil, Nadia's first read, choked tears, self as ally, not adversary. You've bowed to shadows too, haven't you? Dreams, aborted at first, hiss, potential caged. Facing liberates ferocity. Soul reclaiming throne. Sacred underbelly reveals. Doubt is devotion's shadow, mirroring your bigness. Mystics new. Dark nights precede enlightenments. Nadia's abyss birthed bold pricing. Prospects magnetized. Your confrontation attunes. Intuition discerns true signals from fear static. Relationships fortify, partners hold space for reeds, bonds unbreakable. Children echo. Mommy fights monsters. Picture the docket thickening. Month 4 sparse. 6 tome of triumphs. Lures persist. Hide. Safe. Sever. Timer on doubt 5 minutes voiced. Then proofs, assault, allies, amplify. Recorded pep. From mentor on loop. Gale's howl, fiercest pre-dawn. Nadia's week 24. Launch webinar flopped. 12 attendees. Shadow screamed fraud. Docket deployed. Proofs, past highs prove outlier. Pivot queued. Rebound tripled next. Yours howls milestones missed. Comparisons sting. Rally evidence. Metrics graphed upward. Qualitative gold. Neuroscience affirms exposure therapy desensitizes, grit myelinates, revel in conquest's dawn. Nadia's Academy hit 500 souls by horizon, retreats selling out, presence regal, body resilient from dual rights. Legacy shadowed no more, doubts defeat rippled, clients facing theirs, yours dawns, unshakable core, world yielding to certainty. Shadow-fed lives, dim perpetual. Nadia grazed that void. Illuminate yours. Docket. As doubt's cavern yields to your torch. Wholeness blazes. Shadow slain. Truth sovereign. Victory tastes eternal. Yet triumph scales. New reality demanding systems to sustain the rise. Chapter 11 ascends. Structures rising. Claim it with me. Chapter 12. The legacy of 6 months. Stand at canyon's rim where your journey began. 6 months etched in starlight trails behind you, scars as constellations, each chapter a milestone glowing fierce against the velvet sky. Winds carry echoes of your former whispers, now thunderous roars. The path you forged stretches endless, inviting others to follow. This isn't closure. It's Genesis eternal, where personal fire ignites collective dawn. Feel the earth's pulse sync with yours, vast and vital. You've changed everything. Now, etch your legacy. The canyon breathes your name. Step into immortality. Towers, scaled, realities reshaped, yet true victory ripples beyond self, seeding forests from one seed. Legacy distills 6 months alchemy into timeless impact, outliving flesh. Recall all our warriors, Marcus's decision sparking chains of resolve, Lena's North Star inspiring canvases worldwide, Javier's rituals birthing dawn tribes, Sophia's purges freeing souls from shadows, Theo's focus toppling industries, Kira's fire dance lighting stages, Ronan's army forging phalanxes, Elena's reflections birthing empires, Amir's waves flooding markets, Nadia's doubt duels empowering thousands, Leo's systems liberating generations. Their threads weave your tapestry. Month 6 they stood transformed, not flawless but forged. Ripples began, mentees emulating, strangers touched unseen. Embrace this culminating truth. Legacy is the echo of intentional lives, compounding through lives it awakens. You've journeyed solo in spirit, communal in essence. Now broadcast the flame. Marcus launched a podcast, Mid-Horizon, raw decision stories pulling listeners from inertia. Lena's exhibit birthed workshops, women reclaiming brushes long shelved. Javier's ritual shared via app, thousands syncing dawns. Legacy mechanics, simple yet profound, document the forge, compile journals into manifesto, digital or bound, shared freely. Mentor 3, pass blueprints verbatim, create artifacts, videos recapping arcs, templates downloadable. Your 6 months yields this harvest effortlessly, proofs abound, wisdom distilled. Craft yours with reverence. Blueprint, Legacy Ledger. Column 1, Core Gifts. Birthed. Decision ignited my path. Column 2, Vessels, free ebook 6 months blueprint. Column 3, Dissemination. Post weekly threads, host AMA, platforms await, Substack series chronicling your arc. YouTube breakdowns chapter by chapter, TikTok fire clips pulling youth. Metrics matter not for ego, but reach downloads tracked. Testimonials harvested. Science eternalizes. Stories imprint deeper than stats. Mirror neurons firing chains of emulation. Emotionally, it's transcendence. Marcus wept, launching first episode. Strangers, emailing you woke me. You've poured inward, now outward floods joy. Soul expanding boundless. Isolation's myth shatters. Legacy connects across eternities. Spiritual apotheosis crowns here. Your fire mirrors ancestral torches, elders passing embers, tribes enduring. Javier sensed it, ritual adopters reporting miracles, circle widening cosmic, relationships immortalize, spouses co-author vessels, children inherit missions. Picture the ledger filling month 6, modest, year 2, movement, lures whisper, keep private, pure, refute, hoarded flames gutter, shared ones blaze continents, allies amplify, army co-launches, networks propel, tempests test eternity. Marcus's first critic trolled, fluke, ledger recalled ripples, dozens transformed, pivot, address publicly, vulnerability viral, yours storms, imposter echoes faint, apathy yawns, fortify, anchor in why, one life shifted justifies all, metrics manifest, Marcus's listeners hit thousands, lives realigned, neurowine seals, pro-social acts spike oxytocin, perpetual, fulfillment fractal. Survey your canyon transformed. Marcus coaches executives, ripples corporate. All warriors, bodies eternalized in vitality, minds legacy oracles, impacts fractal. You've joined Pantheon, not gods, but awakeners. Legacy isn't grandiosity, it's quiet insistence. Your path now theirs. Unlegacied lives fade whispers. Our warriors skirted void. Ignite yours. Launch tonight. As this final chapter's stars align in your heart, profound wholeness envelops you. The journey complete, legacy launched. You've given 6 months, received eternity, satisfaction infinite, yet hunger eternal, growth's holy fire undimmed. Sleep now, transformed. Dream the ripples, wake and lead.